Alright, welcome back folks to Horns, Claws and Stories. Today we got a standard for you. It's Officer Barbrady. You know the drill by now. Let's get some levels into this guy. I'm still not giving up on the hopes of getting him to the max level, but as soon as we hit 80, I'm quitting on this guy. I just can't bear to play to play druid. Oh, I said I can't bear. Alright, that's definitely a pun. So we're gonna change the looks because Barbrady. I'm trying to get myself to like him more in order to finish this playthrough. We're still gonna go like somewhat crazy, but like not too crazy. All right, I think this is okay. Let's see, he has wolf form. This can stay. Let's just adjust the eyes. Okay. Bear form, all good. Cat form, all good. Moonkin. Okay, we're good to go. Alright, so what I was thinking about, let's first switch the outfit as well. Today I'm not feeling as goofy as this one. So I've done some things and now our experience gain is really bumped up. If you remember the last time we saw the infinity power being at 66 or something like that percentage. But yeah, I've been playing on my other characters. I'm really enjoying Legion Remix. So far I even unlocked this like whatever. Uh, but yeah, let's see. I like this transmog. It's not really fitting to our theme, but it is what it is. We're gonna go with this one. And for the staff, let's see what options we have. I think this one will match nicely. Yep, that's perfectly fine. So, what I was thinking about is, oh, this is actually much nicer than I initially thought. What I was thinking about for today, we're gonna check our meta quests. What's this? Okay. We're gonna check our meta quests and we're gonna do like dungeons. We're gonna do one heroic, one normal, and perhaps we can jump into a raid or two. But let's start with heroic dungeon. We have new ring. I'll recycle the old one. This looks surprisingly well on a Worgen. Usually, like you can still see some of his hair poking through. It's not too bad. It's actually quite nice, in my opinion. Looks slightly weird on a human, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's see. Usually in my playthroughs, I go for Twisted Crusade, but I've been recently playing with Tempest Wrath, and when you come to this part, you get to move while you cast, so you don't need to trinket for it. And yeah, but for now we're gonna stick with Twisted Crusade, as our level is not too good at the moment, not too high. I have no idea where I was with this or what I was going for, which is not really good. I know I was playing on one button rotation, like that was my whole thing, because I'm just too lazy to think of a combos. Let's go for this one, and this is active, let's go for this. It's usable in all shapeshift forms. So we're gonna have it as shift plus F, because that way we can access it in any form. It just stays here, and it's like our emergency button heal. All right. We're waiting for Q. In the meantime, I believe we can go and gather some herbs. No. Enemy slain in heroic world tier. Are we? We are in heroic world tier. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can get done. We need to finish quests and slay some enemies. I believe we can do this here. Might be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. What's going on here? Let's fight these guys. My damage is so low. I highly advise you, if you have no idea what you're doing with your well, talents, I highly advise you to go and check Icy Veins. That is significantly better than just trying to wing it, just as I'm doing it over here. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm probably missing out on a lot of damage. But hey, that's the life. We're gonna try this emergency button now. It's okay, it's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. Let's get our stealth. What is our quest here? I need to slay some sailors. Which would be fine if we didn't have those crabs on them. We're still waiting in queue. I believe we haven't queued for any raids. So let's just hop in there. At this point we could probably switch to like a guardian druid and actually be useful. But as I have no idea what I'm doing with druid class, I'm not gonna push my luck. If it was any other class, like for say, let's say monk or a demon hunter or something, then yeah, I would be comfortable switching to tank and getting the shorter queue times. But as I have no idea what I'm doing with druid, I'm just gonna stick with DPS and one button rotation. We're slaying this guy and then we're popping in. I'm gonna move somewhere safe. Let's see what we're in for. So the reason why I chose to play druid for Legion Remix, at least for video's sake, I was hoping that filming this whole journey uh, will make me finish the level 80 druid journey, but honestly it's not really working as well as imagined. I just want to give up. I barely forced myself to play this guy. Just that's how much I don't enjoy playing druid. My actual main for the Legion was dark. I mean, it still is dark spiritual warlock. And perhaps I make the list down the line. My honest opinion, what I think are top tier classes for Legion. But at the end of the day, this whole like game mode is for you to have fun. It's kind of fan service because Legion is the best expansion we had in a while. So yeah, everything about this is fan service. You get to buy some old awesome mythic gear, some transmogs, some mounts and stuff. So it's really good. Druid as a class, to be your main in Legion Remix, if you can bear playing the Druid. I mean, this gameplay, it's not fun for me, and it's not one button rotation because the other classes feel fun with one button. This feels kind of underwhelming. Like I don't have this big like, for example, when I play Warlock, I have this awesome like Chaos Bolt where I press one button and it does like 4 million damage, and that just makes my brain go brr. You know how it goes. But like I don't think the Druid has that balanced Druid, and I'm not skilled enough to play Feral, so I'm not gonna be playing my cat form. I have other druids in like retail gameplay, and I was mainly focused on having them be a guardian, but I have no idea like how to play tank. I'm just really bad at World of Warcraft, honestly. So it is what it is. I still enjoy it though. So let's see, what are we gonna do next? We're gonna be taking a shortcut. We're skipping one boss, which is fine by me. I'm here for experience. So my my friends were actually making fun of me because of my UI. I mean, they were making jokes. It's fine, but I never realized how weird it looks until they told me so. Basically, this looks like a mess, but it's not really. It has this whole like, it's one layout for all of my characters. For example, you got shift commands over here that are like help me, save me. Have crowd control commands. I mean, everything placed here makes sense in my mind. So that's all that matters, right? There are dedicated buttons for like movement spell, for CC, for anything else, and that makes it easier to have alts, right? Alternative characters, because if you have one button that's just in your brain, like, oh, I do crowd control with this button, you won't really care about what class you're in because you have one button that does CC, and you don't care how the spell, like, oh shoot, look what I've done. Oh, that's fine. This is 3.0. I believe we have one quest done. We're gonna jump into Trial of Valor just in a second. Oh man, I didn't get a chance to accept that one. Okay, unfortunate, but okay. 150, 150, some rep. Alright, that's all the gear, I guess. So what level are we? We started off with 29, I believe, and we're 35 already, with only 15 minutes of gameplay. That's nice. It's a nice set. I kind of like it. I don't know. Doesn't feel a lot of Officer Barbrady like, but at this point I don't even feel like Officer Barbrady a lot, so not even sure if anything happens on the floor. I just automatically move out of it. I believe we have to go down and fight the underworld boss. Yeah. No, I haven't accepted quest. Oh well, you live and you learn, I guess. We're gonna have the quest for the next time. I believe it's daily reset anyway, but I'm just dumb. Okay. Alright. I believe we have to be out of combat to pass through this. I might be wrong though. I've been wrong before, so. See, these guys are trying to pass, but obviously it's not gonna happen, so we have to be out of combat, definitely. Yeah. So this whole thing with like Odin and in general like warrior campaign where you go and mix World of Warcraft with Nordic gods, it's it's not really my cup of tea, if I can say it like that. I like World of Warcraft lore. I like Nordic mythology, but I don't think they should mix honestly. And I think this feels like developers were or writers were kind of like being lazy. Instead of thinking about your own lore and stuff, you just add something that's pre-written, and that kind of feels it feels bad. At least I don't like it. I don't even think that works for like Marvel, but I understand like Marvel has it all like I don't know. Marvel is a weird spot, but like I don't like when you have mythology. Like what's stopping us from having like Zeus and Greek gods, which again I know Marvel has it, but like World of Warcraft, uh, even in Marvel, it's I don't know. I like Chris Hemsworth, but idea of Thor, I don't know. So this whole idea of Odin being in the World of Warcraft universe, it feels lazy. It feels lazy. It should have been some like in-house made myth. Like I don't know. We have like okay, if it was Odin or a jailer from Shadowlands, I'd honestly still pick jailer. I really dislike Shadowlands, and I know how grindy the whole. I mean, the story of Shadowlands sucks, but the story is like lesser part of why I personally hate the expansion. Story of Shadowlands is dumb. Like you essentially go into the what seems to be an underworld, and you need to find your way out of that. Which, as a World of Warcraft characters, you do that plenty of times because you just spawn at graveyard. I'm not sure if that's canon though, but that's what happens. And then like you went into Shadowlands, and it was really weird. But the worst, like worst thing out of it all is the fact that it was too grindy. It was not cool at all. It was just do this, collect this. I know World of Warcraft is by default the grinded thing or whatever, but something about Shadowlands forcing you to do specific dungeons and stuff, it didn't feel good. And I know as I say that, I check what specific dungeon I have to play in Legion Remix, but I don't know. It left it didn't feel good. I'll end it at that. All right, back at it again. Officer Barbrady. What level are we? 36. Okay. So this boss over here is the reason why I decided to go for a druid. Cause this bear over here drops. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I think Urzok drops cosmetic for bear form, and I'd really like to have that. It's like the one with the bones and everything. I might be wrong though. I have no idea how to get it. So this is a new item. I should probably work on talents. I'm just too lazy. Okay. All right. After this, like raid, I'm gonna try and do talents if I have enough time to do so. I have no idea what I'm pressing over here. Just trying to push this. man, I've got no idea what I'm doing and falling behind for no reason. I'll just go into icy veins and get whatever it offers. I need to be out of combat in order to loot this. Alright, so let's copy talents from Icy Veins, because I'm tired of doing the wrong thing. Import, we're gonna call this Icy Veins. Alright, we got one more ability. I never do this anyway, so whatever. Grant 10 haste. Let's go here. No, actually, let's go here, and this one will be on G. This is interrupt, and of course I don't have that. Okay. Blast all the targets, knocking them back and reducing. Oh, okay. In that case, this is it. Vortex. It's gonna be this one. Put this here. 5 is not usable in combat. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I believe we're gonna hit, we're gonna hit level 40 after this. So we're halfway there. Halfway to our target, level 80. I'm not gonna gear up this character because leveling him up, it's an agony. I'm still probably gonna shoot the Legion content, but on characters that I enjoy more. Perhaps I'd throw down a tier list of what I think are good and bad classes for Legion Remix. We'll see, we'll see. There's plenty of stuff to be done, and I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing, so. I believe we're currently in phase 3. I'm not sure how many phases are there. I was too lazy to check. But so far so good. Like, Legion Remix feels good. There's a lot of new stuff you can purchase. Again, mounts, transmogs, whatever. It feels good. It feels refreshing, honestly. The retail started feeling stale. I was doing mostly PvP, and I wasn't having so much fun. Honestly, I wasn't having like fun perhaps at all, and I found myself looking for a new game to play. Like, for example, Dune the Awakening dropped. Sorry, not Dune the Awakening, it's Dune Awakening. and I even purchased like V Rising, which is pretty solid game in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna get this guy to level 80. That I promise. I'm not gonna slack on that one. Oof. This dungeon has sound effects of flies and mosquitoes running by, and it feels so bad. I never even noticed it up until now, but it's really bad. It makes me feel itchy. Okay, let's race to the top. So the reason why I enjoy Warlock is, well, first off, I enjoy classes having a pet because it makes a game feel less lonely. Honestly, I don't have like any friends who play World of Warcraft, and more often than not, it feels stale. You know, running around questing or even going into PvP on your own. I do have a guild for roleplay purposes, and that's okay. But when I want to do content, I find myself, feeling kind of lonely. So that's why I prefer having a pet class because you have one more like model running next to you. As silly as it sounds, it feels good. I never know where you're running to. Like I see this. So yes, I enjoy Warlock because of multiple things. First off, you have a pet. You can choose if whether you have like tank pet, interrupt pet, just pure range DPS and so on, or well, not or, that was a bad way to continue that sentence. Anyway, warlocks have their own like survivability with like leech life or whatever it's called, and I really like that spell. I like the spell effect. It reminds me of Gul'dan from World of Warcraft movie, or is it just Warcraft movie? I don't even remember it now. I like the looks of the spells, and Chaos Bolt feels really good. Feels satisfying when you hit someone for 4 million damage. Uh, Big numbers make my no they scratch my brain in a way that I didn't know it needs to be scratched. So that's great. And then you have like a force health stones and stuff. You're a ranged class, so you don't have to turn around like, oh, this guy is kiting me. He's behind my back. He's this. He's there. You're just standing from range. You're trying to kite your opponent, and it feels good. It has some long cast times, but if you don't know what you're doing, which I'm not, that can be avoided. and for some reason I find myself enjoying it more than a mage. I can't pinpoint why. Mage lost, like I used to be frost mage main, but then mage lost its water elemental. Like I know it still has it, but it's under specific circumstances. Like when you throw a certain spell, and it lasts for like a minute or so. But that pet used to be permanent, and I loved it. I love those like supportive classes, and Frost Mage was one of them, just because of the sheer crowd control. But the second they lost the pet, I lost interest. So I went to the second best thing, which is Warlock. And now I play Destruction Warlock. I was hoping that ranged Druid would feel the same, like big damage, long cast times, and all. But for some reason, balanced Druid feels like, oh, just drop bunch of damage over time, drop bunch of dots, keep refreshing them, and that's all. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. I believe after this raid, we're gonna cut it. We're at 40 minutes mark, and that was our sweet spot. Well, ideally 45, but it is what it is. And then we're gonna continue next week, cause I stopped recording this ahead of a time. I just record one episode per week. That's how much I'm sick of Druid. But it is what it is. We're gonna get through this. Not everything in life can be sugary sweet. Alright, this is done as well. We're gonna leave the group. In addition to that, we're gonna go to our friends, the frustrated one. That's the only guy I remember out of all of this. We're no longer in any sort of queue. We've got our quests. Okay, let's recycle the stuff. Alright, out of bumpkin form. And let's do this. Okay, now check our drip, and we're done for today. Alright, well, it was fun. We got to level 43, and we started off with 29. 10 levels in 40 minutes. I'd say that's fair enough. I'd say that's pretty good. We got new look for our guy, and overall, it's okay. It was a nice adventure. Thank you all for joining, and see you next week. As as terrible as this playthrough is, we're gonna get through it. So thank you all for sticking for it. Have a good one. Bye.